Devery Wilkie here with Charles Wixom Realty, and this is the 10 Steps to Buying a Home mini-series. Okay, so let's get started with step number 1. Step 1 is figuring out your down payment. So your down payment is what shows lenders that you have the funds and that you are ready and willing to purchase this home. Your down payment varies a lot. It depends on what loan program you use. And here in Utah, there's actually a couple of really good options for no down payment. If you're ready to buy a home but you aren't able to save for a down payment, there's some really good options. One of the most common loan programs, number 1, is going to be an FHA loan. FHA is a federal housing loan that is backed by the government, and it typically requires 3.5% down. This is a typical first-time home buyer loan. Your FHA loan does require that 3.5% down, but here in Utah, we've got something called Utah Housing that has limited funds to help basically give a portion to your down payment. So they cover that 3.5% down. It's not a grant, it is a loan, that Utah Housing. So it's basically a second mortgage to cover the down payment. It does mean that your monthly payment's going to be a little bit higher, but it allows you to get into a home sooner and start building that equity. The second one that's really great here in Utah is the USDA Rural Housing Loan. A rural housing loan requires that you purchase a home in a rural area, so super centralized, super big cities here in Utah, pretty much anywhere along the Wasatch Front from Spanish Fork to Salt Lake. You're not going to be able to use this loan. But if you're looking in southern Utah County or kind of in the outskirts of different areas, the USDA Rural Housing is a great option for you to do no down payment for your first home. It does also help you get a little bit bigger home than you potentially could in the city because you're in a rural area and you tend to pay less in rural areas. So that's a little bit about your down payment, and that is step 1 to getting into your first home. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please stay tuned for the next steps, and be sure to subscribe, like, follow, and join me on Instagram.